What's up, fiends? Alucard here, and I'm back exploring another David Heavener film. This time, we're digging into Dawn of the Living Dead, also known as Evil Grave and Curse of the Maya. Released in 2007 by David Heavener Productions, Action Cat Studios, and Costa Maya LLC. Let's dig into it, shall we? All right, besides David Heavener, it also stars Todd Bridges from Different Strokes, veteran character actor Joe Estevez, Amanda Bauman, and Liberty Heavener. David took on at least 6 jobs on this film, including producer, writer, director, actor, songwriter, and singer. So this one is about a former addict named Renee, played by Amanda Bauman, and her fiance Jeffrey, played by Joe Estevez, as they move into an abandoned house near the Mexican border for a new start. While exploring the grounds, Renee discovers a strange bust and brings it into the house for decoration. This sets into motion Renee having nightmares about a Mayan family being murdered on the property. The next day, she finds old photographs of the family in the attic. More nightmares occur this time about the little girl named Vanita turning into a monster. Renee roams off again, this time running into a windmill caretaker named Michael, played by David Heavener, and Ruben, played by Todd Bridges. Now, Ruben is a mentally handicapped helper of Michael. That's what I got out of that. Uh, but Renee is immediately smitten by Michael and invites him to dinner at the house. At the dinner, we learn that Renee's daughter was killed in a hit and run accident a few years prior, leading to a 2.5 year stint in a psychiatric hospital, with Jeffrey being her doctor. They moved out into the middle of nowhere hoping for a relaxing environment. Oh, and she informs us that she has stopped taking her meds, which keeps her grounded into reality. Yay! Good times. Also at the dinner, Michael informs them that the house was used as an illegal immigrant hideout. They'd stay for a few days to recover, then move on to the next town, which is inexplicably 400 miles away? Okay, I'm thinking someone accidentally added an extra zero there, but I could be wrong. Michael also claims that the immigrants brought their voodoo along with them. Later, Jeffrey comes home drunk and assaults Renee. There's an artsy edit here where she wakes up and she has really made love to the studly Michael instead. In the climax of the film, the Mayan zombies finally make their way to the house for their big attack. Okay, so I watched the Dawn of the Living Dead cut, which is what I outlined here, which seems to be re edited from the original version. Everything is there, but just in a different order. The original edit, Curse of the Maya, seems to make a little more sense, editing wise. Anyway, let's get to the bad stuff. So, first, the editing. I'm not sure why they changed the order of some things, but this edit made it a little more incomprehensible. If you would have left it alone, it made a little bit more sense. Like stuff happens, and you're just kind of like, what? The only character that's not completely grating is Vanita, the little Mayan girl. And I'm not entirely sure why the Ruben character even exists. I don't know. Were they making fun of handicapped people? I don't know. It's kind of what it seemed like. Maybe not. I don't know. They even put like hillbilly teeth on them. It's like, come on, really? Which brings me to my next gripe. This movie contains a lot of racism and a lot of offensive language, especially towards Mexicans and the mentally disabled. It was not necessary at all. There are also some plot points that literally go nowhere, so much so that I didn't even mention it in this review. So, what did I like? Well, the makeup effects aren't half bad. There's the ooey gooey dismemberment that occurs. There's also a zombie birth that I wish we would have seen a little more of, honestly. And there's also this like Danny Bonaducci looking guy in the film, and his character was named Danny. I'm not sure if it was intentional, but I thought it was kind of funny. And it's always fun seeing David Heavener chew the scenery, as he was one of the better actors here. He is in a supporting role here, despite the top billing. And finally, the end credits song, written and performed by David Heavener, called Mombi Zombie, is a hoot. Definitely worth a listen. Overall, though, this is kind of a convoluted mess. It wants to be a zombie movie, but takes its sweet ass time getting there. It also wants to say things about mental health and delusions, but it all kind of gets muddled in the script. So I'm going to give Dawn of the Living Dead 1.5 bats out of 5. The whole tone of the movie is very uneven, and the good, unfortunately, does not outweigh the bad. I would say watch it if you're like a mega zombie fan looking for something you haven't seen, or a David Heavener completist, like some weirdos I know. Yeah. Until next time, adios, Bella Lugosi.